Hey guys, we are back, different kind of video. We are gonna catch up on life, what's been going on. I've not done this in a minute. Actually, I've not done this in a while. I don't think I've even done this, lol. But yeah, so let's talk. Well, actually, no, first of all, Mac sent me this. It's so cute. It's like a foundation packaging. You get the vibe of their foundation. So I'm actually gonna be using their foundation today. I've not used MAC in years, but today's the day. I said, why not? Let's see the vibe. I'm probably not gonna do like a makeup tutorial. I'm just gonna do my makeup and talk at the same time. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, you get what I mean. Eyebrows first.
So how has life been since coming out of Love Island?
I would say life since coming out the villa has been a whirlwind of things. Like for a while, not even for a while, because I still feel lost. I've just felt lost in terms of what I should do, what I should focus on, what my vibe is. I don't feel like I know who I am yet in this new world, and it's taken me a while to understand it. I still don't understand it, but I mean, I'm trying, but I don't feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm very far off from who I'm supposed to be. It's definitely a journey. Yeah, I'm using this brush because I don't have an eyebrow brush.
How would you describe this new world?
For me, this new world being influencing, it reminds me of school. Like, you know how you have like your cliques, you have your like popular girls, quirky girls, the black group, the white group. It's just very like cliquey, and I've definitely not found like my circle, but I've never been like a circle kind of person. I've always been like, I'm friends with everyone, but I'm still very to myself. I've always been like that, even in school. I've always still been like the popular girl, but I'm able to like, adapt to whatever vibe is being put in front of me. So I feel like I've found it hard because everyone's just in a clique, and I feel like you kind of need a clique to stay. I wouldn't say stay relevant. You kind of need the clique to help you through this process. It gives you a sense of identity, and I don't have that, hence why I'm just like a lost puppy, you know?
What would your ideal clique look like?
For me, my ideal clique would be entrepreneurship, like the girls that are getting money, have their own businesses, because that's what I strive to be. So yeah, I've not met anyone, not to say that obviously like I probably follow them on Instagram and whatnot, but I've not actually had like personal interactions with those kinds of people. And because I want to be an entrepreneur, it's hard for me to find people that are like-minded like me. I'm really trying to stray away from just being an influencer. I want to like become a brand. I want to represent something, and I've just struggled to find like-minded people like me. Do you know what I mean?
And how would you describe you?
I would say I'm a lot of things, and that's why I'm very confused, because I can do the fashion, I could do the hair, I could do the makeup, I could do the personality. I fall into so many different categories, so much that it confuses me because I don't know which one to stick to, or do I even have to stick to it. It's just very confusing because I feel like everyone's like a one trick pony. They're very like dominant in one specific field, but I kind of want to do it all, so it just confuses me. You know what I mean? It's just confusing. It's just been a confusing time and journey for me.
What would you say has made it really confusing for you?
I would say the thing that's made it very confusing for me is the fact that I knew who I was before. Like, I'm very strong in who I am, and where I've been thrown into the deep end, and I was very low key before. I didn't use social media. So where I've been thrown into the deep end, it's like I've got to relearn who I am, and it's frustrating that I don't know who she is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Why do you feel like you can't bring who you are into this new world?
oh, the reason why I feel like I can't bring who I am into this new world is because I don't know if it's going to be accepted, you know? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if the real me is the me that the world wants, and I just get shy to be me, because I feel like when you're yourself, you're open to vulnerability. Because like when you got a persona on, it's very easy to sugarcoat things, because if people say things, it doesn't really affect you because you know that's not you. But whereas if it's you frontlining and you know it's the truth that you gave out and people say things about it, that's when it hurts you. So maybe it's like a coping mechanism or defense mechanism. I don't know what kind of mechanism, but it's definitely a shield, and I've been living in it.
Why do you think the opinions of others matter to you?
I wouldn't necessarily say that the opinions of others matter to me, because they don't, in a sense where like it wouldn't affect me in terms of like, just because you say something about me, it's not going to change who I am. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say it affects me in terms of like, because I've never been that kind of person to give my all to something. I'm very like a layered cake. So I've not experienced the vulnerable side and being myself publicly, and I just don't know what I'm going to get from it.
Expand on giving your all, because I definitely believe you've given your all to your business. So what do you mean by you're being a person that's giving your all?
I would say I've not been a person that's given my all in terms of like the social media world, as in going to events, making new friends, taking pictures. I've not been proactive in the sense where people are like, this is the norm of what you're supposed to do once you come out of the villa. I've been very like shy, even though in real life I'm actually not shy. But it's like when the spotlight's on me, I get shy because I don't like spotlight. So I kind of stay in my shell where I'm like, it's not spotlight, but it's good enough. If that makes sense. Am I making sense? I don't know.
So why do you think that the spotlight makes you shy?
Hold interesting eyebrow. I feel like the spotlight makes me shy because I just, I don't know. I've just never been a spotlight person. Even when I was running my business, even though it was my business, but I was very back end. I hardly modeled for it. I like people didn't even know it was my business. They thought it was like my sister's or my friend that I was doing it with. Like they thought it was their business, but it was actually mine. But I don't know. I just get shy. Maybe I'm scared. I don't know. I've just never been that. I think mainly probably because I'm the youngest, and me and my other sister Lizzie were 1 year and 5 days apart, and she's always carried like that spotlight, and I'm content with being the backup dancer. I've literally been able to adapt to that way of life, and now that I wouldn't say roles have reversed, but in like the grand scheme of it, I wasn't prepared for spotlight. I just wasn't prepared. It's not my vibe.
So you mentioned earlier that there's also part of you that might just be afraid of the spotlight. What do you think you're afraid of?
In terms of being seen, the thing I think I'm most afraid of is like, you know how life is very like turbulent. Sometimes you're high, sometimes you're low, and I feel like you can shine to a point, but the lows will always come. And doing that publicly is kind of, it scares me because I've just always been like one to not try and make mistakes and to do like the right thing. And I feel like I would rather take my L's quietly, because I just don't like embarrassment. You know, something about embarrassment just doesn't sit well with me. So I kind of try and avoid it at all costs.
Okay, that makes sense. And so, embarrassment. Let's talk more about that. Why does being embarrassed bother you, or getting embarrassed bother you?
I feel like for me, getting embarrassed bothers me because I just see myself as, to be fair, it's not even me. I feel like the world sees me as, and I know the whole world's not watching me, but I'm just talking about outside perception. I feel like they see me as like strong, confident, got it all together. And it's kind of like, even though it's not a persona I've given to myself, but it's kind of one that I'm trying to uphold. And I don't know why. I feel like if people see me like being soft and like crying and stuff like that, it's out of character. So I feel like that's just what happens in life. People put you in a box and you kind of have to stay within your realm. Otherwise, it's weird.
What's your views on being vulnerable?
My views on being vulnerable. I'm not vulnerable type. I feel like in order for me to be vulnerable with you, it takes probably years for me to get there. I don't feel like anyone's got there with me yet. I feel like only probably my sister Doyen who's here, but I feel like only certain people I'll be able to open up to. Potentially Lachlan sometimes, but that's just something that we're still working on. But it's just, I don't know, I wasn't raised to be vulnerable. I was raised to be strong, and yeah, I've not healed my inner child, I guess.
Don't you think this new world may need that element of vulnerability so they can see different layers of you?
Yeah, definitely.
Why do you say definitely?
Because I'm one person, I definitely do stand on being real. Like, being real is something, and being honest is something. I'm just a blunt kind of person, and I feel like in a world full of fake, you definitely need those kind of people. But I feel like when you are honest and real, it comes with a lot of scrutiny. It comes with a lot of level of understanding, and people purposely go out of their way to not understand you, and things are misconstrued and the wrong message is sent across, and it's just annoying when that happens. But I feel like it's definitely necessary, not even for this new world. I feel like it's necessary for personal growth, but it's just a matter of actually getting there.
How would you describe your career, the past year since coming out of Love Island, in navigating this world?
I would say my past year, it's just, when I came out, of course, like, I was aware that I was public favorite, and because I'm just not used to the attention and like that vibe especially on that level, like in person, yeah. But I just wasn't used to it, and I only know how to be me in one way, and that's obviously like doing hair and just, I don't know, being me. But coming out, it was just loads of opinions, like, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you need to be doing TV, you need to be doing presenting, you need to be doing fashion, you need to be doing, like, it bamboozled me to the point where I was like, do you know what, I'm not doing nothing, how about that? Because it was just too many opinions. Too many opinions. Yeah, I felt extremely overwhelmed. Extremely overwhelmed. And do you know what it is? When people look at you like this and they have such high expectations of you, it's kind of hard to compete with being the best. Do you know what I mean? I would like, you know how there's some people where like there's space to work with, and how do I explain it? Some people, they're working towards a specific goal, but because I came out at such a high, it's scary to maintain. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, it's really scary to maintain. Whereas like some people, they come out and it's like, okay, there's room for growth here. But when you come out at such a high level, it's like, how do I exceed this? How do I get better? I kind of like crashed.
Do you think that's anything to do with being a perfectionist?
Yeah, 100%. I'm definitely a perfectionist, like in every way. I'm like, look how long I've been doing my eyebrows for. Like literally, I'm a perfectionist in every way. I like everything to be perfect.
So don't you not think then perfectionism is stopping you from actually just...
Do you know what? Yeah, I was thinking that earlier, because like, even for example, like the reason why I've not done loads of fashion things, because I wanted to redecorate. So it's taken me months to redecorate, and it's like, it's kind of taking me out of the game time-wise, because I'm striving for this perfect aesthetic, and sometimes the window's now, and when you're trying to do up perfection, you miss your shot. And I feel like that's a reoccurring thing with me. Like I keep missing things because I want it to be perfect, but sometimes perfection is just not obtainable. But it is a hard pill for me to swallow because I am a perfectionist and I want everything to be perfect.
I hear that, but I think based on one of the things that you value is authenticity,
Yeah,
realness, and truth. You
yeah,
don't think that perfectionism gets in the way of that being shown?
yeah. I do think so. I think that being real isn't perfect, especially in a world where no one is real. Um, but I don't know, because when I came out, like I think everyone does this. We look at the Morley Mays, we look at I don't know the Patricia Brights, we look at people to compare yourself with, like the Nella Rose, the Adiolas. Like we look at certain people and be like, okay, cool, what category do I fit in? But when I scanned around, especially in the UK, and looked at black girls that were like me and what I was trying to be, I didn't see anyone that had the perfect blueprint or as to like what I could copy. So it's hard because I feel like there's so many white examples and there's so many like white blueprints, but because I'm black, it was just hard for me to find the example as to what category I fit in, if that makes sense.
Do you think your ethnicity affects your potential in this industry?
Yeah,
In what way?
110%. Being black in this industry is just harder, and it's not a new concept. It's not a new thing. I feel like it's just probably just not even spoken about enough. But being black in this industry is harder in a sense where like I feel like you're either categorized to be like the comedy girl where you have to make people laugh, or you're categorized to be the fashion girl, or you're categorized to be the makeup girl. But because I am a personality girl, and unfortunately being honest and being black doesn't really get you far. um that's what I want to be. So but I feel like because I don't have an example of that kind of person in the UK, it's hard for me to navigate because I'm just thinking maybe I've got to become the example, but because I've not seen the backlash of it, or I've not seen it what it's gonna create, so I've not done it because I'm just scared of scrutiny, to be honest, because let's be real, we're gonna get scrutinized for talking.
But before you started CC Hair,
Yeah,
which blueprint was you following?
my own blueprint.
So how can
When I did my hair business, it was very much I want to be unique, I want to be original, I want to do my thing. I'm here to change the game, not to replicate the game.
how can you apply that same principle now?
I think it's probably the same thing, as in like just relying on your creativity, really. But it's just different. It's different because with hair, you're able to be a creative director behind the scenes, and no one actually can message you or come to you and say, like, it doesn't come with scrutiny and opinions. Whereas like when you're frontlining and talking your ish, it's a different ball game because then people have access to you, people will DM you, people will Snapchat you. It's just the access portal is just way higher. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So, with everything you've learnt this year, this nearly approaching year since coming out of Love Island, what do you want to do now?
I think I definitely want to focus on hair, using the foundation now, guys. I definitely want to focus on hair.
What are you going to do different now?
I feel like I'm at a point where like I'm at a crossroad where it's like die and burn, or it's like maybe just be yourself. Like I'm at a point where like I'm tired of trying to be your regular influencer and replicate something because it's clearly not working for me. I feel like a lot of girls that do influencing, don't get it wrong, like it's really hard to go out there and take pictures and be aesthetically pleasing. It's really hard, and I've been trying to do it for a year and I've not really gotten that far with it, I'm not gonna lie. Of course I've done loads of brand deals and stuff, but in terms of it being something that I'm proud of and I can stand on and be like, do you know what, I'm making a difference here, this is my calling, it's not given purpose. You know, it's definitely, I feel like I've been cruising, but I don't feel like I've been doing, I don't feel like I'm on a mission here. Like, I don't, honestly, it's been too easy. And when I used to run my hair business, I used to wake up every day with a purpose. Like, I knew the mission, I knew the journey, there was an end goal, there's end game. But I feel like what I've been doing the past year, I don't see, if I keep doing it the way I've been doing it, I don't see how I'm gonna get to where I wanna be, because it's not been hard, if that makes sense.
Why do you think it's important, it being hard to you? Why do you think that plays a part for you?
I think hard for me, it just, hurdles are kind of like, how do I explain? It's just more, hard for me, it's more satisfying, and you feel way more accomplished when you're doing stuff like that. And it's just been too easy for me, and I just wake up with no purpose. And I kind of want that drive again. Like, when I used to run CC, I would wake up, get ready early, go to the gym, come back, get ready, go to the office, do orders, meet customers, like check sales. How do I elevate this? There's so many questions and there's so many things to do. Whereas my life recently, it's just been very like, wake up, okay, go see Locken, okay, there's an event happening, okay, meet new people. It's just been too cruisy. And I feel like your 20s are for working and jugging and becoming the woman that you want to be in your 30s. And I just feel like I've been stagnant. I've been very stagnant.
But it sounds like the pressures of coming out of Love Island is basically, and perfection and fear is had an influence in this. I could be wrong, but what do you think?
No, I agree, because I feel like when you're trying to do something that you don't see has been done, it does come with fear, because it's new. And anything new is scary, especially when you're the only person doing it. It's always going to be more scary.
Right.
So I feel like it's definitely fear.
Okay, so what does Whitney Adebayo want to do now?
Be myself. I want to do hair. I really want to double down in the hair game and revolutionize the hair game and just make it a big thing for Black women, especially women that have alopecia, cancer patients. Like, I just want to change it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I want to also, of course, I'm still going to do my podcast. I want to be able to talk, and I see it as my way of talking. It like when I speak, it's my side of things, you know. And more time I speak for Black women that are in the industry, or Black women that are coming into the industry, and it's heavy when you're being so honest. And I do want to be that person, because I wish someone would have told me how it was going to be when I came out. I wish someone would have sat me down and been like, girl, this is what it is. But I didn't get that from anyone that looked like me. So I just felt blindsided, to be honest. And I kind of want to be the voice where it's like, no, girl, trust me. It's like this. It's like this. Don't take this. Don't take that. And I feel like my podcast in recent times, it's just been a dumbed down version of me. Not literally dumb, because I'm not dumb. But in terms of like, I've been holding back vocally. It's just going to be more unhinged, unfiltered. It's just going to be the real talk. And yeah, like, so you'll probably see me in the shade bar a lot.
So what practicals are you going to put in place for you to be able to be the authentic, unapologetic Whitney that people loved in Love Island?
But that's the thing, on Love Island, I was just myself.
And it's unapologetic.
Yeah. So I just feel like I just need to be myself and be comfortable with the fact that you might get scrutiny. And okay, you will get scrutiny, but do you know what? That's okay. Everyone's gets scrutiny. And do you know what? And when you put yourself out there, you've kind of you have to accept it. Because when you put your life on the internet, or when you're vocal on the internet, you're basically saying like, I'm here and I'm open for your opinions. Whether you literally ask them or not, it's just what comes of it. So now I'm definitely in the mindset of a more accepting and understanding. It's just what comes with it, and that's okay.
Can we expect more other content coming from Whitney apart from the podcast?
Yeah, like,
Your socials, because you know we love to see you on the socials.
hello. Yeah, I'm literally getting ready to be fair, I'm gonna just change this into a vlog anyway. This will be the beginning of the vlog. I'm gonna get ready, go meet Cappy, chill. Then I'm getting into like my fashion era properly because I do like fashion. So I've got a shoot coming up, and yeah, I'll definitely be doing more content and stuff. I've just been really lazy, to be honest. Been really lazy.
That comes with the parcel. And so, what's inspiring you now to just go?
What's inspiring me now to go is probably just the person that I want to become. And in my head, from when I was young, I've always had a vision of like who I want to be, the life I want to live, and I feel like I've got an opportunity to become that person. And that's probably why I'm scared of it, because it's like right there. And yeah, I just want to see what she's on.
Yeah. What's the worst thing do you think could happen?
The worst thing that can happen, you know what? There's no worst thing, because trust me, I've failed so many times, and it only comes with more experience, more lessons. There's actually no worst thing that can happen. Maybe you'll get an angry DM, but I mean, what's new? No. But yeah, there's no worst thing that can happen. There's actually no worst thing, and yeah, you know what I mean.
Nice. Can we expect some more content of you and Locks?
Oh, contact me and Lachlan. Yeah, I feel like for a long time, me and Lachlan's been very like, I'm on this journey, you're on that journey. We've been very anti-merging, so we don't really do a lot of content together because we're just like, you know, we're just trying to build our own brands. But come to think of it, I mean, we're a brand in itself, and I feel like that's definitely another thing that's been neglected. So yeah, I would do more content with Lachlan. Hopefully he wants to do more content with me.
Nice.
That's set for a bit.
How old was you when you started CC Hair?
Oh, when I started CC Hair, I was 21 when I started.
And what inspired it?
Oh, wow. It's so crazy when you look back at the person you was in comparison to now. But what inspired it was a time when no one was actually selling hair. So there was very like dominant UK hair sellers, and they would do this thing where, oh, it's so crazy. I've always said I want to become an influencer, and look at me. But they would do this thing where they would only pick the prettiest girls on social media, like the influencers, to do content with them. And I feel like every girl looked at it and been like, oh, I would love to be a hair model. I would love to be a hair model, but your looks would be questioned. The amount of followers you had would be questioned. You kind of had to be someone of status in order to get that opportunity. And I don't like being at the expense of others. So I was like, do you know what? What about the girls that are actually pretty? You might not see it, but they are pretty. Who's actually representing them? Like, what hair companies standing for the normal girls? And I was like, well, I might as well create one. And my ex actually told me to get a hobby, so it was perfect timing. I was like, this is a hobby and I'm doing something. And that's why I started CC. We'll do giveaways monthly. We'll just get normal girls to come model our stuff. We started like a whole hype. It was really fun.
Why do you think it was important for you at that time to be able to empower, include your normal regular girls that were beautiful and pretty, but maybe in the eyes of others?
Because I just felt like someone had to do it. And I just don't feel like your opportunity should be based upon superficial things. And that's kind of what it was. It was kind of like girls or social media like rating your looks and your status, and I just feel like that's wrong. Everyone wears hair, everyone wants to feel pretty, and it was just like, why not? So me, I had got my friends on board. My sister was just like, yeah, let's just do it and let's have fun with it, and we did.
Nice. Would you say you still uphold those values now?
Yeah, like when I do my hair business again, because you know, one minute I always stop, start. I need to actually just go. But when I do it again, definitely, I'm not gonna. Obviously, like you might see a celeb here or there, but my brand's gonna be based upon the people that actually rock with me, meeting them, getting hair on them, vibing with them. I just like things like that. It's more wholesome, and I look forward to those days where we're able to meet and have fun. It's just something to look forward to.
How would you say that those values of CC Hair reflects in the Whitney brand?
The values of CC Hair, because I knew what the norms of a hair company was, right? And when I was doing my hair business, it was just a matter of basically going against all that. I was kind of like a rebel hair company, and I would say that I'm a rebel influencer. Like, I'm always trying to break boundaries and cross over and do new things. I don't want someone to be able to be like, oh, I did this first, or oh, I want to be the blueprint. Like, and I used to run my business like that as well. Like, I want it to be something new because everyone does the same things, and I'm just a creative person, you know? I'm a creative person.
Are we going to see more content of you and your sister, your younger sister?
Lizzie, do you know what? Me and my sister, well, you already know her. I bet you do. We're 1 year and 5 days apart, so we can be best friends one day. Like, today, we're not friends at all. But why? Because she stepped in my room, and obviously I'm just like, well, she broke out. She's got spots right now. I was like, use another pillow. As in, I've just bought Egyptian cotton pillows that are like £40 a pillow. You're not coming to contaminate them. So I was like, if you're gonna sleep here, use another pillowcase. And she got offended, and I don't know why she got offended.
You really don't know why she got offended?
Well, why she got offended? No, I'm bamboozled, in fact. Why did she get offended?
How would you describe yours and his relationship?
I think it's like, it's love-hate relationship, of course. Love-hate relationship. When I mean Lizzie, it's like we argue all the time, but when it comes to it, obviously, like, we're gonna ride. It's like, you know, yeah, we'll ride for each other when it comes to it, but it's just like very turbulent. That's why I block her sometimes. You guys DM me saying, why did you block Liz? It's like, because she was talking nonsense on DMs. That's one thing about Lizzie. She'll cast me an iMessage, and then she'll block me, and then I'll send something of one tick, and I'll go and screenshot it, send her on Instagram, then block her. Ha, who got the last word? Me.
So, do you think we're going to see more content of you two?
Yeah, hopefully we get more good days. Like, hopefully we get more good days, because Lizzie's actually, if you don't think I'm funny, Lizzie's hilarious.
What makes her funny?
I don't know, she's just a weirdo. Like, she's actually just a weirdo. Everything she does is funny. She's hilarious.
You sound, would you say she's your best friend?
Yeah, sometimes.
Today she's not.
No, today I'm not rocking with her. Oh shit, I forgot the friends. Today I'm not rocking with her, but I would say all in all, yeah, she's like my natural best friend, because 1, we're sisters, and 2, we're 5 days apart, and 3, we are very similar. We're very similar, but also very different. So it's just a weird one. It's a weird one.
Now that you're going back to your original roots,
Yeah.
you're focusing on your entrepreneurship at the same time building content. How are you going to get there? What are you going to do different now?
Well, like for example, when I launched the hair business before, like coming out of Love Island, I didn't know how many orders I was gonna get. So Normally I'm like a 1-2 man team. I used to be a 3 people team. Coming out of Love Island, I was a 1 man team. So I just thought I'd launch and get the standard like 40 orders a month. Before that I was making like 10k a month on average. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But when I relaunched, I got a whole leap of orders, and I understood there and then that, whoa, I don't have the infrastructure in place. The foundation's broken. I need a team. So that's why I was like, yeah, no, there's no way I can do this on this grand scheme of things without a team, because I'm only one person, and I'm an octopus. I can't be here, there, everywhere. I need to build a solid team. So that's what I've been trying to do now. So if you guys know any web developers, what other people do we need? Customer service, socials, like that's what I'm kind of looking for. I'm looking for people to put on retainer. But yeah.
Nice. And so what is your everyday going to look like now with working on CC Hair?
My everyday is going to look like what it looked like before. You know, sometimes in life you just have to go back to what you know. And the gag is, when I was running my hair business, it was doing well. Like, I was just spending a lot of money. I'm not going to be spending business money, for sure. I was just spending. I was making lots of money, spending lots of money. So I'm definitely will not be spending my business money, because it's honestly, it's kind of like stealing from yourself in hindsight.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to really do the same thing and just let her grow, you know. But it's good because when I was running my hair business, it was my only stream of income. But now I've got like so many others. So I'm at a point where I can afford to leave her alone and let her just grow. That makes sense.
Yeah. And so I heard you're going to China. What's happening there?
Oh yeah. I'm going to China because there are things in the hair industry that I would like to change, and I can't change it from being over the phone. I need to go there and sit with them and talk to them and execute change up close and personal, rather than just over the phone. Listen, they won't take you seriously, like, because everyone's doing the whole WhatsApp chat. I feel like when you want to be innovative and develop new product ideas and stuff like that, you need to be hands-on. And I'm at a point where I just need to go. I've been putting it off for years, and financially it's feasible for me now to do it and execute it well. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to actually grow my business and grow myself.
What areas of life do you say you need to grow in? Or what characteristics do you say you need to grow in?
Oh, I feel like I need to grow in terms of I'm definitely, I wouldn't say I'm stuck in my ways, because I feel like being stuck in your ways, it means that you don't understand change needs to happen. So I'm at like stage 2. I've graduated from that level. I understand that change needs to be executed, but I'm stuck in my ways in terms of, whereas like, I don't like change. I like the same routine. I like doing the same things. I like the same friends. I like my room. I just like the same. But I don't know, in order to change, surely you have to change. So I'm at a point where it's like, girl, it is that time to change. But I've been so reluctant to change because it's like, I've changed so many times over the year, and it's like, when is the change gonna end? Like, when's it gonna be enough? And I've just come to a point where it's like, well, maybe it's just never ending, and you just gotta get with it, get with the program, you know?
What exactly do you change in?
I need to change in terms of just being open to new things, new experiences, new people, being open to change itself, and just trying new things and getting on with it.
And how would you say you changed already within this year? You mentioned that you've been changing this whole year. You had changed yourself. In what way?
In a way of bronzer, Fenty bronzer. I've changed in a way of like, I want to post on social media now. I never used to post.
Some people will say you don't post, but yeah.
I know, I hate when people say that. It's like, you don't understand. Like, before, I never used to post. Like, it would honestly be like a gift when I post. But I can't laugh. I don't want to break my face. But I never used to post before, but now I'm trying to. Like, I'm trying to post more. Like, in an ideal world, I would like to post on YouTube three or twice a week. I would like to post on Instagram 3 or twice a week, and I'd like to post on TikTok every day, because I feel like TikTok's just, it's easy. But it is hard juggling all these social media platforms. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like a robot. But it's just the life I chose, I guess. Gotta get on with it. This blusher, I love. It just makes your cheeks so rosy. That's bronzer. You put blusher on top of bronzer.
No, the thing with the Fenty thing.
Yeah, that's bronzer.
Why is it so brown?
Bronzer's like that. It's black people bronzer. Yeah, bronzer's like a pinky brown. It's so good. You can use it. It's so good. And then this, I've got to do it further up, because then I just let it set before I blend it out.
You put the bronzer. Where did you place the bronzer?
Where I put my contour. Let it set, then I can blend it out. But I'm gonna put a blusher on top of it as well. How cute is that?
Let me see. Oh, that's lovely.
Right, watch when I put the highlight on.
I miss her.
Watch when I put the highlighter on. Gold deposit, look, watch it.
MAC one.
Always. Nothing's topped this MAC bronzer. Is it bronzer? No, highlight. Nothing has topped it. Right, guys, look at that. Right.
I see.
And then, yeah, now I need your blusher, and then you're gonna see what I do. Nose, highlight, always. I want you to see me like the reindeer that I am. I hate when people say too much highlight on your nose. Like, no. You can't stop me. You can't stop me, huh? You're gonna see this nose for what it is. The pointy girl that she is. Waiting for the blusher. Guys, I need to take this off because my head is about to explode. Oh my gosh. Oh, lashes. I hate putting lashes on, guys. It's just make or break with the makeup, isn't it? I'm waiting for the blush on and do my little 1-2 touch-ups. And then she's done. My lighting's gone again. So guys, I'm basically nearly done. I'm gonna use my sister's Bobbi Brown blusher that she's raving on about. But this is how I blend my highlight and blusher. Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
This is making sense.
Even without makeup, it looks like yours.
I need to get this. Cheeks raving. I like the orange undertone.
Yeah. I love that
color. So, this is the blusher. Guys, anyways, I'm gonna go put lashes on, do my touch-ups, do my hair. We'll come back, debrief. So guys, I am ready now. This is the vibe. This is the look that I went for. Highlights, MAC all over the face. I'm going to the nail shop to get my nails done. I can show you my fit. My Jaded jeans on. I'm gonna stand on my bed. These are the jeans. Guys, my nails been like this for a few days now. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't had time to go to a nail shop. I've been on my period. It's been literally but I'm literally 3 days in, so it's getting better now. But I hope you guys enjoyed the chitty chatty. It's been vibes, it's been real. But yeah, catch you in the next video. Peace and love. Mwah.